Welcome to a quick little video about Market Makers Trend version 2.03. All right, so we got updates. First thing is we have re-optimized the software. As I promised you guys in the very beginning, every 90 days we will re-optimize the software. All right, the algorithm stays the same. It's just about re-optimizing the actual settings. All right, to do what? To ensure that we are staying current with what's going on with the new trends in the market. As the market is forever changing, we have to what? We have to always adapt to it. So we will be re-optimizing every quarter. All right. So this new version has new updates on the settings. We will go over those. We've also on this new version added nas100. So you now, for those who love nas100, you now can trade nas100. All right. As always, or as I told you guys before, when this new version comes out, we will be getting rid of the actual classic version. So there is no more classic version being utilized. All right, just version 2.03. All right, slight change with the non-hedging feature. All right, so of course, Market Maker still has this non-hedging feature, but now because we use the trend filter, the lowest time frame, if there's 2 or 3 time frames used in the trend filter, the lowest, smallest time frame, when that trend changes and you get a entry confirmation on that time frame, then the non-hedging feature will close out. You don't need all 3 trends to change, just the lowest one. All right. There is now a new error message when market maker trend cannot collect enough data. All right, for broker, it'll talk to you about is an error around error when gathering historical data. All right. To fix that, you want to first take the EA off the chart, put it back on, and relaunch it. If that doesn't work, take it off the chart, reboot your VPS, and then put it back on the chart. If that doesn't work, then what you want to do is you want to contact your actual broker to find out what the actual issue is. All right. Next, we'll go over the new combined results. All right. So the results of running all 3 pairs and not just running the 2. All right. Now, as always, all right, before we get into the actual setting changes, as always, you want to make sure that you run this account on a demo account, all right, before you run it live, all right. So make sure you run it. We've run this on demo accounts, for the last 2.5 weeks, all right. So we've gotten the data out of this. We've had a third-party company audit the actual code, so everything is on the up and looking good. All right. So DAX or GER30, we'll talk about that. All right. The new take profit is now 4,920 pips. The new stop loss is now 1,960 pips. That's over a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. All right. Profit lock 1 is now 2,200 pips. So once price is 2,200 pips in profit, it will lock in 1,800 pips in profit, and it will take 30% partials, meaning that it will close out 30% of your trade as long as you have a 0.04 lot size or higher. Anything lower than a 0.04, it cannot close out 30% of the actual trade. All right. Profit lock 2 is 4,100 pips. So once price gets to 4,100 pips in profit, it will lock in 3,300 pips. And it will take what? Another 30% partial profit. So it will close out 30% more of your trade as long as your trade is bigger than a what? 0.04 lot size. All right. The optimized spread is 250. So when you're putting the spread in, the optimized spread is 250. All right. We still have a maximum of 5 trades. All right. The trend filter time frames are the M5, the M30, and the H4. These 3 must be the same. Plus, you must receive a entry on the M1. That's the time frame that market maker takes its entries. All right. So these 3 must be in the same trend, buy or sell. And when you do have that, it'll say what? Strong sell or strong buy. So whenever you have that, all right, you get what? You wait for you'll get an entry on the M1, and then it will take a trade. If 1 or 2 of these are in the opposite direction, you get no trades. All right. So the first thing you do is that if you haven't seen any trades for the day or for a few hours, check your what? Check your trend filter. All right. And you check that right here on the what? On the info panel. All right. Info panel will tell you right here. Market maker trend for German 30 is in a strong buy because all 3 trends are buys. All right. And so you wait for your entry criteria, which is going to be on the M1. All right, the new trading times for DAX is going to be Sunday through Thursday. All right, and the trading times is 3 a.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, a little typo there. 3 a.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern, so 12 hours. All right, US30. All right, US30 is next. All right, so US30. The take profit is 1,550 pips. The stop loss is 630 pips. All right, 630 pips. Profit log 1 is 740 pips. So once price is 740 pips in profit, it will lock in or it will move the stop loss to 440 pips in profit, and it will take 30% partial profit as long as your lot size is above 0.04. Profit lock 2 is 1180 pips. All right, 1180 pips. So when price is what? 1180 pips in profit, it will then move your stop loss to 940 pips in profit, and it will take 50% partial. All right, 50% partial. Then you have your optimized spread of 350. It will have a maximum number of orders that it can have open at any given time at 5. All right, the trend for the time frames for US30 are the M15, the H4, and the daily. All right, the M15, the H4, and the daily. All three must be in the same trend before it can enter a trade in on the M1. Trading days are going to be Monday through Friday. All right, and trading times are from 7 a.m. Eastern to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, 7 a.m. Eastern to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, and then last but not least, for those who have been waiting for it, is nas100. All right, I've shown you guys some nice results on nas100. All right, TP is 1,930 pips. All right, and your stop loss is 780 pips. All right, 780 pips. So for profit lock 1, when you get to 940 pips in profit, all right, the stop loss will be moved to 300 pips in profit, and it will take 30% partials, locking in some of those profits. All right, when you see, as you see here, partial number profit lock number 2 is what? 1,460 pips. So once you get to 1,460 pips in profit, it will close out, or I'm sorry, it will move stop loss to 1,120 pips, and it will do what? It will take 30% partials. All right. The optimized spread number is 350. For NAS, it will have a maximum of 4 open trades for NAS 100 at any given time. The trend filter times are the M5 and the M30. All right. So guess what? On here, you will see that you have the M30 twice. Don't worry too much about that. We had to fill the space in there. So it's only using the M5 once and the M30 once. And then if both are in the same trend, it'll take a what? It'll take a trade on the M1. All right. Trading days are Monday through Friday, and it will run from 6:30 a.m. Eastern to 3:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. 6:30 a.m. Eastern to 3:30 p.m. Eastern. These right here are the actual new parameters for these pairs. All right. All right, guys, we are back here. All right. Just want to show you the settings. Nothing's changed. All right. Whenever you want to Whenever you want to come and take a look at the new version, you want to make sure you come to the About tab, all right, of the software. When you actually load it onto the chart, make sure it says version 2.03. All right. When you come to the Comment tab, make sure you have these 4 checked. Enable alerts, allow live trading, allow DLL imports, allow import of external experts. Come to inputs. Inputs are the exact same. All right. If you want to change your asset you want to trade, double click here, hit the drop down. You have DAX, US30, and NAS now. Select whatever one. Make sure it's the right chart. All right. Under maximum tick spread allowed, this is where you type in the optimized spread, NAS and US30, 350, DAX, 250. All right. Under risk settings, risk per trade, still the exact same. All right. 0.1 all the way to 2.0. All right. The prop firm cheat code settings are still the same. They're all the same. So nothing ever changed. So under prop firm mode, if you turn this to true, all right, then what it's going to do is it's going to what? It's going to first change all the comments on your trades. So right now, if you look at your comments, so if you open up each trade on your MT4 on your mobile app, you'll see it says MMT. All right. When you turn this prop firm mode right here to true, it will turn off those comments. All right. It will also scramble your take profit and stop loss. All right. By what? By 0.5%, meaning that with DAX, you have a 4,920 pip. All right, take profit. All right, so a 0.5%. All right, of 4,920 pips. All right, 0.5% is going to be plus or minus 24.6 pips. All right, plus or minus. So that means that your take profit could be 4,944 pips, or it could be 4,896 pips, or in between. It will scramble your take profit and your stop loss. All right. So that what? So that you have different entries. I'm sorry, different exits and different take profit and stop losses than everybody else. Your entries will be the same, but your take profit and stop loss will be different. All right. Also, your profit locks will all be the same as well. All right. You will have a custom magic number. All right. You can see here. You can come in here and change your magic number. Limit is 9 digits. All right. Your custom magic number cannot be more than 9 digits. So you can come in here 456790231. All right. And that'll be your custom magic number. Remember, a magic number is what? A magic number gets used, to show the difference between your broker, your account and someone else's account. So if you have a different magic number, it just helps to throw off, all right, the prop firms and catching you. And again, I still don't recommend prop firms, guys. But if you're going to use it, use the prop firm cheat code settings so that you can do what? Try to stay underneath the radar. All right. Stealth mode, still experimental. All right. Return that to true. All it's going to do is it will never show your what? Your take profit and stop loss or your profit locks. It will show a line on the chart visual for you to see it, but it will not show the orders to the broker. All right. So when profit, your stop loss is moved into profit, that's a new order. All right. It will not send that order to the broker. Therefore, the actual prop firms will not see it and not say that you have the same trades. Because what? Because they can't see your trades. All right. Alert settings, still the same, true and true. So you see the settings stayed the same. The only thing that was changed was you now can add nas100. All right. All right, great. So let's come out here and let's take a look at the settings. All right. So as you can see here, this is what? This is at 0.5 risk. All right. When you're trading all 3 pairs. And as you can see here, all right, we ran this from January all the way through halfway in July. And you can see here, every month was a winning month. All right. We grew the account by $106,000 in that 6.5 months. All right. You had a 75.56 win rate, 3.8% drawdown. All right. You can see down here that maximum consecutive wins was 37. Maximum consecutive losses was 12. All right. So this gives you an idea of how the software traded. All right, over the year with all 3 pairs at 0.5 risk, meaning that you're running 0.5 risk on all 3 pairs. All right. Again, past performance is not indicative of future results, so you won't have the exact same results. All right. This is the past there, but that is 0.5 risk. If you come up here, this right here is what? This right here is 1% risk. 1% risk right here. All right. So that means you're running all 3 pairs at the same time at 1% risk each. All right, you can see here we had 253%. All right, profit. So it $100,000 account grew by $253,058.88. All right, 7.33% drawdown, 77.27% win rate. You can see down here max consecutive wins 38, max consecutive losses 10. Every month was profitable month. All right. Again, past performance is not indicative of future results, but that's what that was there. And then last but not least, when you're maxing it out, when you're running this at maximum risk, all right, at aggressive, 2% per trade on all 3 pairs. You can see that the software, all right, had no losing months. Every month was a winner. All right. And it grew by 660%. $660,897.33. All right. You had 77.5% win rate, 13.16% drawdown, 38 max consecutive wins, 10 max consecutive losses. All right. Again, past performance is not indicative of future results, but this is what the strategy has shown. And when we tested this software over the last 2.5 weeks, we've seen for the pace to be the same. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy version 2.03. All right. The next version you will see will be the next optimized version. All right. And we'll probably look to add on stocks when we add on the new version here in about 90 days. All right. As always, guys, make sure to use this software on a demo account for at least a week to see for yourself how things go. All right. And as always, if you're going to trade, make sure you guys trade responsibly. And I'll see you guys in the funny papers. Thanks.